Hi everyone! This video is part 2 of my brush lettering basics series. In my last video, we went over our upstrokes and downstrokes. We learned in lettering that upstrokes are thin and gentle lines, while our downstrokes are bold and deliberate lines. That video will pop up at the top corner right now, and I will be putting it in the description box below. I hope you've been practicing because today we're going to be combining those two lines. These strokes can be seen in letter forms throughout the alphabet. Today, we are working on overturns, underturns, and compound strokes. In this video, I'll be using the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Brush Pen. It has a nice flexible brush tip, similar to the Tombow and Caron markers I've used in previous videos. You can use any flexible tipped brush pen you'd like. Now we're going to start with the overturn stroke. As seen in this little diagram, it starts with a thin upstroke and curves over into a thin downstroke. Start with a gentle glide up on the paper, then curve down slowly, beginning to apply pressure as you transition into a thick downstroke. Honestly, it's hard for me to describe what exactly is going on with my hand and the pen as I curve towards that downstroke. Maybe when I change angles, we can see exactly what's happening. As you can see, the pen barely touches that paper as I create that upstroke, and the feeling continues to be lighter as I begin that curve over. Once the direction is fully downward, that I begin to apply the pressure for that thick downstroke. Going into the underturn, the strokes are opposite. We start with a thick downstroke, then curve under as we transition into a thin upstroke. You'll notice that the thick upstroke ends just before the curve under, allowing that transition to be thin, just like the transition in the overturn. At this angle, you can see the pressure as I press down on the thick downstroke. You can see that right before entering that curve under, I'm already starting to raise my brush slowly. The curve becomes a part of the thin upstroke. Now let's put those two together for the compound stroke. It starts as a thin upstroke, curving over into a thick downstroke, then curves under to end in a thin upstroke. Remember to go slow and realize that this may be hard at first. Take your time and know that there is no rush. I know you can do this. Switching angles, you can see that I'm applying everything we talked about earlier for the over and underturn strokes. The over and under curves are thin as I adjust the pen pressure to make the proper thick and thin strokes. And we're going to end our video here so you can practice all the new strokes you've learned. I'd love to see your work, so please be sure to tag me on Instagram at Quinto Creations. The links to my social media accounts are in the description box below. Let me know if you have any questions by putting them in the comment section. I'd love to help in any way. Make sure you don't miss this lettering series by subscribing and tapping on the notification bell. Bye!